My name's Megan. I'm 19 and I was 16 when I got pregnant, but 17 when I had my daughter. She's now 21 months old and her name's Nevaeh. It's not been the easiest of like first kids that you would think about, but it's definitely been rewarding. She's got a lot of allergies. She's got eczema. I found out she had eczema when she was 6 weeks old, and then when she was about 4 months old, we found out that she was allergic to milk. But I always had an instinct that she was allergic to milk, but we never really knew. Like, the doctors never really said that she was. She's allergic to a load of things, not just milk. She's allergic to eggs, banana, peas. There's just a lot of things. So going out of an evening or just going to someone else's house if they cook, you have to make sure that there's stuff that's in it. Make sure you ask what's in it and take a lot of precautions when it comes to going out. But it gets easier as they get older, because she's 21 months old now, so she can talk, and she lets me know like when stuff's hurting, if like her belly hurts, if she's had something, or it gets easier to notice the signs. But when she was younger, I definitely felt like I didn't know what I was doing. Didn't really get much help in that like side of it, because it's not really a thing that's like spoken about when you're pregnant. Like, it's not really a thing that people speak about, that your kids could have like skin allergies or they could have eczema. They kind of just talk about like the bigger things, the bigger picture, but they don't really talk about the little things that could happen. And I didn't know anything about it. Like, no one in my family had any allergies. No one I knew had any allergies. So it was a shock when it happened. And like finding out little things as it goes along was definitely difficult as well. But it's starting to get easier as she's getting older. But now she's in the terrible too, so that's like worse. Like really bad. She wants what she wants, and that's how it is. If you feel like your child has an allergy as such, definitely go with your instinct, because I kind of always had this instinct that she was allergic to milk. And I did breastfeed at first, but then I stopped breastfeeding about 3.5 weeks after she was born. And she went on a formula, and that's when things started to go a bit off. When she got to about 4.5 weeks, like she got spots on her face, and that was like the first signs. And she would actually like projectile vomit everywhere. Like, there was just a lot of signs of it, and I kept going back to the doctor and telling them that this is happening and I think she's allergic to milk. But they told me to actually stick with it. They told me that if I stick with it, she'll grow out of it. She's at the age where she'll just grow out of it. Her body will get used to it, and it never did. It got to the point where she had to be admitted to hospital because she got such a bad infection in her eczema on her head, and she lost all her hair, and she had a really, really bad reaction to it. So they had to keep her in hospital and put a drip in and antibiotics that way, because it got so bad. So I definitely say go with your own instincts. Make sure you're not too shy to speak up about certain things that happen, and definitely feel more open that that's your child and that's what you have to deal with. It's not what they have to deal with day in and day out. So definitely go with your own instinct.